I'm so freaking proud of my Cut the Rope video. And I'm so lucky that the newest game, Cut the Rope Daily, just came out. Looks like I made it at the perfect time. God dang it, Zeptolab! You just had to ruin it for me, didn't you? Well, fine then. I guess I'll have to give Cut the Rope 3 its own dang video. This game literally just came out exclusively on Apple Arcade. Whether you had no idea this game existed, don't have access to Apple Arcade, or you're just curious to see what I think of this new game, this video is going to be a thorough look at everything Cut the Rope 3 has to offer. And is it worthy of that title? Does it fit into the series as the end of a trilogy? Let's find out. The game opens in the Omnom residence's attic, where Grand Nom's exploring escapades are up on display. They find a map to help discover brand new Namis, and just like that, they take out the family hot air balloon and set out on an adventure. What the heck? Where'd the candy go? Oh my god. Does that mean Omnom is eating children now? Don't make me do this, please don't make me do this. Oh my god, he didn't eat him. Oh my god, he didn't eat him. Cut the Rope 3 said bye-bye to diabetes and hello sex, because now every level features one of Omnom's bountiful supply of children he made who needs to be saved. When Nibble dies, Omnom literally just looks disappointed in you. He's not sad, he's not angry. He's just like, you're an idiot. Father of the year over here. Omnom seems fed up with Nibble all the time actually. Look at him here, he's like, climb up! Get over here! And Nibble like, I love spending time with my dad. As I'm playing this the day it releases, things are still very early and new, so keep that in mind. The game is set up to have 4 areas consisting of a tropical island, a pirate ship, hidden caves, and the pyramids, I guess. We did this in time trial already, you can go somewhere else. Rather than having a set order of levels to play, the map is randomly filled out. Walkthroughs are going to be a little rough to make for this game, but the levels are consistent and can be replayed whenever you'd like, which is great. Each time you jump into an area, you are given 3 random levels, and once they're completed, you discover a brand new Nom boy. These guys are insanely cute, and honestly a pretty dang good incentive to keep playing. Some of my favorite new Namis are Flapjack, Sneck, Whale, and Rusp. Some of these are actually cool video game Easter eggs. Leon, a reference to Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil of course, and a little known character named Mario. You might have heard of him. Let's start going through some of the things this game has to offer. The visuals are amazing. 3D Cut the Rope has never looked better. Comparing the visuals, especially the backgrounds, to Cut the Rope Remastered is like night and day. I was insanely impressed by how great the game looked after seeing them fail over and over again. The characters are super expressive and everything is nicely stylized. So they nailed the presentation, you love to see it. I gotta say, the music is really great too. I've always loved hearing each new rendition of the original Cut the Rope song, and this one does not disappoint. Have fun listening to it in the background of this video. Next up should probably be gameplay, right? Well, consider me an expert because I've now played through all the levels in the game. That's how dedicated I am to really getting the full experience here. And it's probably a good sign I was able to do it without putting a gun to my head, right? The game introduces a ton of new mechanics to master. Actually, there are pretty few returning items, even the dang air cushion is gone. This game is all about being unique, introducing tons of new gameplay elements, and combining each of them in clever ways. The best way to start is to look at Nibble himself. You may think it's just a gimmick to switch him out for the candy, but it's really not. A lot of the new features rely on him being able to grab things and move around. He's even physically grabbing the stars as you go. I'm glad this was an intentional decision and not just a reason to get people to play the game. Plus it's way more fun killing kids than dropping candy. Am I right or am I right? The new features introduced in the tropical island are the whip and the balloon. Sure, balloons are pretty self-explanatory, but I'm kind of in love with the new whip mechanics. It makes so much sense. Whips are ropes! How have you not done this before? Well, the candy never had arms, that's how. Nibble attaches himself to the spot, lifting him up a bit. Now yes, I know there have been similar features to this in the past, so fine, we'll move on. The pirate ship introduces the cannon, rope wheel, and my old nemesis, water. Well, today we're becoming frenemies because wow, the water levels are really fun. There are multiple sections of water that can be used to fill and drain different parts of the level. It works so smoothly, it's super fun to do, and I couldn't be happier. The cannons are much more straightforward, but hey, they make sense for a game like this and lead to some fun levels too. The rope wheel is the same as the whip, but it pulls you toward the spot you tapped on. The caves introduces to the climbing rope. Nibble will move back and forth on the rope until it's cut, allowing for a bit more choice on your end, on the length of rope, and which way you want it to swing. The lantern from the first game actually reappears, which I love seeing again. It's generally one of my favorite mechanics. Finally, the pyramids feature hidden platforms that are only revealed after passing through them. I was very impressed with this one. It just works so well with every other new mechanic introduced. I was consistently blown away by how great each level turned out to be. and just how many unique puzzles there could be after so many cut the rope games. It's not perfect though, so let's get into some of the things I didn't like about the game. I did encounter one glitch with the rope wheel mechanic, and a visual glitch on this rope, which actually that's pretty freaking funny, but inexcusable. Well, you tried Cut the Rope 3, but 2 glitches in the first day of releasing is simply inexcusable. Yawn, try harder next time, F tier. Really, only 2 glitches is pretty impressive, but keep in mind I could have bypassed a ton of glitches and made this game as nearly unplayable, but I sort of doubt that. The main lesson this game taught me was, don't overthink it. Most of these levels are insanely easy, and the more strategy you try to use, the worse it's going to be. The most straightforward solution was almost always the answer, which leads to my main problem. Where's the challenge? Maybe they'll update this game and start adding more and more difficult levels, but man, this was pretty dang easy. It was a similar issue I felt that Cut the Rope Remastered had. Unless you fall off the screen, there's no way to lose. Sure, murdering Nibble might be a little graphic, maybe I'm a little sadistic for suggesting we should be able to, but come on, let me kill him! Even just bring back the spider as something to avoid or add a sense of urgency would help, I think. These levels are super fun, and I did consistently enjoy it, but man, was this a cakewalk compared to the rest of the series. Other than that, no complaints. I thoroughly enjoyed playing through the levels, despite it taking me until like 2:30 in the morning to do so. Assuming this game will receive consistent updates, here's what I want to see for it to continue to be a game I come back to. The 4 areas they have are nice, but after playing through only these 4 now, I hope they add more areas rather than adding more levels to these areas, if that makes sense. Having them shuffled around definitely helps though. Please do not add all the stupid side modes they love adding. Let Remastered soak up that crap and leave this game untainted, please. And of course, keep doing what they're doing. This is an amazing start, and I want to see it get better and better. I was initially very scared to hear they're making a Cut the Rope 3, especially because I wasn't too fond of the second one. Being on Apple Arcade absolutely helped make this game ad and microtransaction free, so really it's sort of a blessing there. I am so very happy to see that the series can still be great, and while this isn't the perfect game, I am more than happy to give it an A tier. Maybe one day it'll earn that S tier spot. Thanks for checking out my little mini review of the new Cut the Rope game. Go check out the full review of the series I did just a couple weeks ago if you haven't already. Let's assign my members to some of the new non-boys they introduced. Thank you to Groth One Finger, Cobalt Chrome E, Patrick Bayerjan, Honomaki, Deca 99000, Bright Streak, MD Switchy, Kirby Fan Real 1992, Omegon, Daisy, Poop Fart II, and Dojo Master. If you want to be a little non-boy, then please consider becoming a member today. Can we acknowledge that Zeptolab just felt like screwing me here? Like John Zeptolab opened up YouTube while he was taking a stinker on the toilet, and he saw Jake Miller uploaded his ranking of every Cut the Rope game and decided, you know what, let's announce Cut the Rope 3 now. 2 days after my video, they announced Cut the Rope 3. Coincidence? I think not. Well, today we're becoming frenemies because wow, Well, today we're becoming frenemies because wow, Well, today we're becoming frenemies because wow, the